Okay, we'll start now.
All
Welcome
right.
to the John Clarence Gomez Show, Maggie Keenan-Bolger.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Before we start the interview, can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Sure. My name is Maggie Keenan-Bolger. I use she, her pronouns, and I am currently located in New York City.
Uh, can you tell us about the Honest Accomplice theater? Can you tell about that to our listeners?
Yes. So, Honest Accomplice Theater is a theater company that I ran for about 10 years in New York, and we did devised ensemble based theater, which is theater that's created from the ground up. So we used the ideas, experiences, and opinions of the people who are in our ensemble instead of starting with a piece of text or a play that was already written. The pieces were created by the human beings in our space. And we had an ensemble of people from ages 20 to 70 who were all gender minorities. So it was women, trans, and gender nonconforming people. And from all walks of life. And our sort of main goal was to take folks who weren't typically represented on stage or screen and have their voices be told in ways that they wanted them to be represented. So it wasn't me, who I'm a cis white woman, it wasn't me writing stories for a black trans woman, it was a black trans woman both portraying and writing the stories that she wanted to have displayed on stage and the representations that she wanted for black trans women on stage.
How many shows that Honest Accomplice theater produced? How many shows that did you produce?
Yeah, we produced, I would say, like, I don't remember if it was 3 or 4 full scale productions that we ended up touring around the East Coast and certainly to a number of places in New York City. Um, and then we also did a number of workshops and as well as a YouTube series called the Transliteracy Project, which is still on YouTube and free for anyone to access, which was produced by our trans and gender nonconforming ensemble members as sort of a way to introduce concepts of trans identity and trans issues to people who might not be so familiar and might not have trans people in their lives who they can ask questions of, or might have trans people in their lives but might not want to sort of pepper them with questions and also for trans people to offer as a resource to people in their lives. So, multi-purpose.
That's nice. Uh, uh, I see that on your on Wikipedia because you have a Wikipedia. I see that when you are 13, you appear in the Wizard of Oz playing as Munchkins.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. It,
When I was 13, I got the chance to be the oldest child munchkin. I'm quite short, so I'm 4'9.5", and was able to play on Broadway Munchkin in the Broadway show of Wizard of Oz, and with Roseanne Barr as the Wicked Witch before she became as problematic as she is now. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the ensemble and the folks who did that show. And it was a great experience at 13 to have.
yeah,
Mhm.
yes, that's nice. You also appear in the national tour of Police and the Music Man.
Yes, yeah, I did tours of Will Rogers Follies and the Music Man when I was a kid as well. I'm trying to remember the exact ages. I was probably 10 and 11 maybe. But you know, all through since I was 5 I've been doing theater, and it has always been sort of a staple in my life of you know, something that I really enjoyed doing. And I think I was very lucky as a kid that, I was never pushed into it, but always was very sort of excited to do it. And my parents were very supportive, and that they were kind of like, okay, as long as you want to do this, we will support you. And my siblings and I were always very excited about it. And so they sort of
Yes.
supported us for as far as we wanted to do it, which was very lucky.
Also, I am very proud of your two siblings, Celia and Andrew, for doing great. They get an awards in Tony. I know Andrew is in the Newsies. I in the Broadway production of Newsies, and one of the choreographer there. Do you know Christopher Gatelli?
Yes, yes.
He is one of my guests. I interview him here on my
Oh,
podcast
amazing.
last 2023. I interview him on my
Oh,
podcast.
wow.
Yes,
That's awesome.
currently my podcast is now have a 50 plus episode right now. And
Whoa.
and also I want to tell you, I am not only doing podcasts. I am also
Hmm.
a playwright. I write short plays. Uh, and one of my inspiration of that is one of my friend from Florida, named Maggie Merritt. Uh, uh, she wrote
Has the same name as me?
she wrote short plays in her group, and I participate there as an actor. I do virtual table with. I did that when I watch short play. I join many groups, many uh short play virtual table with short one act short play festival, and last November, one of my own play called I Love You participate in the LA Play Reading Festival, a virtual table reading festival based in Los Angeles, California. LA Play
That's
Reading.
amazing.
Yes, I wrote many short plays on on many times. Currently, uh, I'm currently finish a Christmas short play called I Want to See Santa. It is an story about two children in a fictional country of Batavia who wants to meet Santa Claus. And it is not just a short play. It is has a mix of musical. I add many public domain public domain Christmas songs. It means a public domain. It means no copyright Christmas song.
Hmm.
A public domain Christmas song
Yes,
on that short play, and and it will gonna be produced on, but not on Christmas. It will be produced before New Year on December 28th on an on on LA Play Reading group. They held one act festival every month on that group, and on December 28th they have an event, and one of my Christmas play is one of there. It will be participated.
that's incredible. And I love that. That's so smart because I think Christmas plays are one of the most highly produced. And especially if you're able to use the songs that are already in the domain, you can really
Yes,
get people in the mood, and yeah, things that they already know and love.
yes,
That's so smart. I love it.
yes. I want to tell you that I have a disability, and I am a non-binary pansexual. I call myself they them. That's my pronouns.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
Yes, I'm from the Philippines, in Manila, Philippines. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, a country in Southeast Asia. We are near to Japan, China,
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan, and Indonesia, and Australia, and Malaysia. We are near on that. and
Mhm.
and I want to tell you that many Broadway musical are popular here in the Philippines, like The Wicked, Phantom of the Opera.
Mhm.
There are international tours that comes here. Like last year, the international tour production of Six the Musical as toured the Philippines last year. Also in January, the West End International production from London of Les Miserables will tour the Philippines on January next month.
Oh my goodness,
Yes,
that's a treat.
yes.
I do know folks who have gone to the Philippines who say that the fans there are next level, where it's like
y-
going there is such
y-
a like heartwarming experience because
yes.
the folks there like welcome them in ways that they have never been welcomed before. So
Yes.
I have heard amazing things about the Philippines
Yeah.
and their love of music theater. I
Yes.
also want to say I'm also disabled and queer, and so I love that we're able to connect in this way. And I do a lot of work with other disabled theater artists because it's such a difficult, you know, uh, inaccessible sort of oh, I'm going up on words, but an inaccessible sort of way for us to work in many ways. But I think that folks like you who seem to really love the art and who are spreading the word about it, like I think that that is so essential and so important to remind people why it's important and why people love it.
Yes. Here in the Philippines, when Broadway international production of a Broadway musical comes and many people watch, the people are really happy. They clap their hands, which is more
Yes,
which makes the actor very happy. That's the reason why they love to go here in the Philippines. That's the reason of that.
yes,
Yes, that's the reason why many Filipinos love musical. Not
hmm,
only in because in Southeast Asia, not only the Philippines, even in South Korea, Japan, and Singapore, they also go there on our neighboring countries. Yes. Uh, and,
yes.
and also I want to tell you that that yesterday I'm on a virtual table with group. We did. I'm a participant there of one of my friend from New Jersey, who has an virtual table with group that did a musical. I did yesterday. I did a musical of a Christmas Carol. I played there as a narrator.
Nice,
Yes,
nice.
yesterday. Yes, I know. Yes,
Congratulations! Wow, yesterday even. You
yeah.
must be tired. Or...
That's just a virtual table with it is not a performing theater that you will just read the
Okay, so
script. That's
you
it
were
was
not too tiring.
yes it was fun, it was fun. And 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 I remember that last I that I also did a table read of the musical Wicked. One of my friend was there. Also, many of my friend. I play as Dr. Dilliam on a virtual table
Oh
with.
wow.
Yes, yes, it is not the movie. It is the stage musical. I love playing that role. I really
Yeah,
love.
yeah, it's a good one.
It is fun to do a musical. And
Yes.
I want to tell you that I outside the musical, when it comes on political issue, I'm a human rights activist. I fight for the rights of any people like women, disabled people, and
Mhm.
LGBTQ people here in the my country and in the world. I'm a human rights activist. I am the number one opponent of discrimination against women, disabled, and LGBTQ people. I am against that, and we need to treat them fairly and equal. and have more rights. That's
Yeah.
what. Yes, that's what I, because I I really love to do politics, but right now I am more
Just did
engaged.
it. Oh, there we go.
Yes. Uh, but right now I am engaging in more like doing playwright and listening to music, at not in active
Yes.
in politics right now, and not very active. Uh, uh,
Well, I wish that you were in the U.S. while Honest Accomplice was running, because we would have loved to scoop you up and have you in our ensemble. You sound like a perfect member between your political stuff and your love of theater and musicals and being a performer. You seem like a really genuinely, invested and also passionate person in this world,
yeah,
and the
yes,
Philippines is really lucky to have you.
yes. Uh, do you know Leia Salongal? She is from the Philippines.
Yes, of course.
She
Yes.
is in the Miss Saigon. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. She is great.
She's
Uh,
amazing.
yes. Also, we have no time.
Hmm.
Before we end, I have a last question. Can you give an
Of
advice,
course.
and inspirational message to our listeners, who wants to who wants to uh, become like you, like become an actress and playwright? Can you give them an advice, a little bit advice and an inspiration?
Of course. I think that one of the things that I was surprised by coming out of undergrad was that there are so many ways to participate in theater. I think that in theater programs in college, if you end up going to college, they focus mostly on Broadway and places like that. And what I managed to discover was that, I could be a teaching artist. Found out about devising and all these different ways that I could do theater, that still fulfilled my love of musicals and my love of plays and things, but that didn't mean that I had to go to auditions all the time and sort of things like that. And when I became disabled, it was a whole different shift because I couldn't participate in theater in the way that I had before. And so now I'm sort of on a mission to figure out, like, okay, as a person with a disabled body, now how can I experience theater in a different way? And I think that it's really important for those of us who have that passion, but who may not have aspirations to do traditional theater, to know that there is so much out there that is possible. Similar to what you're doing, I feel like, being a podcast host and like,
Yes.
learning about people who are doing stuff and ways to be involved that don't require you to, get up at 6 a.m. and go to catacalls. Um, and if that's what you are called to do, then that's amazing. But that also there are ways to do theater that aren't that. Um, and so yeah, I
Yes.
think
Because
that's my biggest sort of what I wish I knew coming into the theater world.
yes, because I know my podcast. I started my podcast last 2019. Last 2019. It is now 6 years. My podcast is now 6 years old because I started last 2019. And also, do you have upcoming show that you want to promote before we end?
Oh my goodness.
Uh, Upcoming show that you want to promote to our listeners?
No shows that I'm doing.
Uh,
No show, but I encourage folks to follow me on Instagram at mkeenanb. And there you'll, be, especially if you're a disabled performing theater artist, or a disabled theater artist in any way, if you're working behind the scenes, or as a director or stage manager, or if you were but had to go on to medical retirement. um, I'm working with a big group of you, and I am always interested to hear folks' perspectives on that, and have workshops and things that I do that, if you're interested, I would love to hear yours. So give me a follow on Instagram or TikTok, and let me know what's going on.
Yes, yes, follow Maggie on Instagram and TikTok. Yes. And that's our podcast, and it's time to go now, because we are out of time, because my podcast is just 15 to 20 minutes. So it's time to say goodbye now, and thank you, Maggie, for accepting my invitation to this podcast. Thank you for guests to my podcast, and bye now. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.